to the conclusion that many of us should just stop reporting to work. After all, haven't all of you at one time or another thought about how wonderful it would be to be able to work from your own home? The reasons for wanting this working arrangement differ from person to person. Perhaps you have an elderly relative that you care for. Perhaps you're simply tired of the traffic that you fight every day. Whatever the reason, culture in the workplace has changed, and many people today place high value on the flexibility afforded to them through remote working arrangements. Obviously, telecommuting is not for everyone. Retail salespeople and bank tellers, for example, are required to maintain a physical presence in the workplace so that they can service the company's customers. There are employees, however, who work in the field and perform functions that don't require this physical presence, and those individuals would be prime candidates for telecommuting. I have first-hand knowledge of this subject. As a sales manager for a large company, I'm required to work in approximately 20 separate locations. In addition, my wife works for a company that is based out of Miami, Florida, almost 800 miles away from where we live. While both of our jobs involve extensive travel, we often work from our own home offices. Today, I intend to convince you that the benefits realized from companies allowing their employees to work remotely are plentiful. If companies do this, they can benefit by keeping up with technology, attracting and retaining higher quality employees, maximizing employee productive work time, lowering employee payroll costs, and at the same time, employees benefit by being able to balance their personal lives with their careers and increase their real wages. Both parties demonstrate social responsibility by utilizing this arrangement. Let's first talk about why companies benefit from remote working arrangements. Employers want their workers to maximize their productivity. It does not matter to shareholders how work is accomplished. What is important is that the work is accomplished and that it is accomplished correctly. To think otherwise would place a company in jeopardy of getting mired down in procedure rather than focusing on the pursuit of profits. Through a Jacksonville State University-sponsored virtual collaboration project, I'm currently communicating on a daily basis with an individual in Australia, a young man in the Netherlands, and a young lady from Nepal. This process is relatively easy due to recent advances in communications technology. To not allow company employees to take advantage of these advances in technologies is to ignore the very reason for their creations. Time and time again has been demonstrated that companies that ignore technological advances fall by the wayside. To illustrate, I recently ordered a replacement battery for a notebook computer. I shopped thousands of retailers, found the most competitive price from a company located in Taiwan, ordered the unit, and received it on my doorstep in less than 4 days' time. Make no mistake about it, in today's business environment, successful companies operate in a streamlined and highly technical manner. In an attempt to gain a competitive advantage, successful companies today also compete fiercely for the most talented young employees. When not offering remote access, companies are finding that they are less attractive to this talented younger generation that has grown up using these tools. Over the last several decades, culture in the workplace has also changed due to the influx of career-minded women, to the point where things such as flexible work schedules and remote access are often more highly valued than sheer earnings. By working remotely from home, many women have been able to successfully raise families while at the same time launching successful careers. Remote working arrangements also create new employment opportunities for talented individuals with health issues or handicaps that may otherwise limit their options. Employers also stand to increase the quality of their employees by being able to pick from a much larger candidate pool, since employees are not necessarily required anymore to live in the immediate vicinity of their company. This fact enables companies to have a more diverse and therefore more creative employee base. From a cost perspective, companies stand to gain additional benefits because they can hire employees that live in locales with lower wage standards than those of where the company resides. Another benefit of telecommuting is increased worker productivity. Through my personal experience, I realized that employees working from home usually end up working many more hours than if they reported to work on a regular basis. Telecommuters are not affected by transportation issues such as a car in need of repair or an accident on the freeway holding up traffic. Telecommuters are also less affected by the idle chatter that inevitably occurs in the workplace. These workers tend to maximize their productivity. Perhaps even more important is the fact that when employees can work from home, they tend to work after dinner and during idle times before retiring for the night. Telecommuters also increase productivity in the actual workplace because when they reduce traffic congestion, they enable those that commute on a regular basis to travel more efficiently and with less stress. Telecommuting also amounts to an effective pay raise for those employees that participate because discretionary income is increased since expenditures on gasoline, car maintenance, and meals are reduced. In addition, employees that work from remote locations realize tax breaks by claiming home office deductions on their tax returns. Deductions for my wife's home office have resulted in thousands of dollars in tax savings over the years. Allowing employees to telecommute also demonstrates the company's social responsibility. By reducing the amount of wear and tear placed on our roadways, we enable our tax dollars to go farther. In addition, large reductions in roadway traffic increase air quality. By making our roads safer through reductions in traffic congestion, improving our air quality, and reducing stress levels for those that do have to commute still, companies are enhancing our quality of life and contributing towards a much safer environment for everyone. As we have learned today, there are many positive outcomes resulting from the practice of employers allowing certain workers to telecommute. By keeping up with technology, attracting and retaining higher quality employees, maximizing employee productive work time, and lowering employee payroll costs, companies are becoming more successful in creating a better environment for their employees. These employees are also benefiting by being able to balance their personal life with their careers and increase their real wages. By promoting a healthier environment, both employers and their workers are demonstrating social responsibility. In addition, advances in technology prevent employees from losing touch with their coworkers and its culture. So what do you think? I think that most of us should just stop reporting to work. Thank you.